It is finally here. More money, more clients, more confidence, and more authenticity, all with ease. It is all waiting for you to claim. I'm opening the doors for Visibility Queen, which is my new 8-week program to bring all of this to you with ease. It's time to claim your power. It's time to unleash who you really are. And it is time to be a Visibility Queen. If you are in, go and check the details on my website, but I would love to have a powerful queen just like you inside that program. Come and join us and see how amazing you can be when you step fully into your power. Welcome to this week's podcast episode. This week, I want to talk to you and help you tune in to your power when you ask. Now, manifestation is based on you getting clear on what it is that you want, asking for it, and getting yourself ready to receive it. Now, by that, it means having a clear vision for your life, what you would really love your life to work out as, and then clearing any of that baggage, any of those thoughts, any of those beliefs that don't align to you as that version. I dived into that a little bit last week, but today I want to talk to you about the power of how you are choosing or asking for what you want. Now, language is something that is super important when it comes to manifestation. Each word has its own frequency. And when we say certain words, our energy takes that out of our body and penetrates that out into the universe. And that is what attracts things back to us and creates that energy around us, aligns that energy around us. So you've got to be super careful with the words that you say because they're an extension of your thoughts, and that is what is creating your reality. So today we're going to be talking about the power and the words that you use when it comes to asking for what you want. Because ask is that first point. It's the first thing you say to the universe, this is what I want. And the more your thoughts are in alignment with something, so the more you think something on repeat, that is when you are saying to the universe, that is what I want. And this is the thing, when we say that and we don't realize we're thinking these thoughts all the time or saying these words out loud all the time, this is where we can often get things that we don't want manifesting. So there's 3 ways I want you to contemplate how you are asking for things so that you can get really clear on how you can start to manifest from a place of power rather from a place of lack. So these 3 words are need, want, and choose. If you imagine, I'm going to give you a bit of an analogy and a bit of a story for this so you can see the power of it. We often ask the universe for things that we want, or we ask the universe for things that we need. How often do we think we choose an option? How often do we think we get a choice in this? But actually, if you align your thoughts, you always have a choice in it. So if you think of those 3 words and you imagine going into a store and buying something. Okay, so you're going into a store and you see something you want. Now, want, what does that word bring up for you? For me, that word brings up a story from when I was young, who wants never gets. Also, that need, that feeling of want, feels like it's something I want, but it's out of reach. It's something I want, but I just can't quite have. So the energy of want, when I think of wanting something, it puts it out of reach for me. It says I can't quite have it, or maybe I don't have enough money for it, or it's something I aspire to get one day. So it keeps it out of reach energetically and from a timeline point of view as well. Also, the word need. Now, when you think of something you need, this is where your energy again starts to restrict. When you think of things you need, it's often because you need it rather than you would like to buy it. So if you were in a store and there's something you need, it's not going to be very exciting. It's going to be the normal things like milk, bread, those type of things, the statutory things that keep you going. It isn't going to be something that fills your energy with excitement. So when you're thinking of you need something, So imagine if you're putting out there that you need money to pay this bill or you need money to do this thing. Is your energy exciting and attracting that in? Or is it becoming something that actually you need? So again, it's placing it outside of you. It's a basic term. It doesn't fill you with excitement. It doesn't bring in something that's going to be bigger than what you actually bottom baseline need. It's only going to bring in that just enoughness because it's a need. It isn't an actual choice. It's not something expansive. It's just baseline. So when we're asking for things from a place of need, what that is doing is bringing in what you feel is just enough for you. And if your baseline of just enough, which I'll go on to, isn't very high, you are only going to get minimal back. Because remember, the universe reflects to you what you are asking for. So if you are asking from a place of need, you are only going to really need the bare minimum. This is where choice comes in. When you step into your queen energy, when you step into that energy that's powerful, that knows that they decide, they know that they can change the energy of the universe just by their thoughts, that version of you, that powerful queen, knows that she can choose any reality that she wants. So imagine that vibration of walking into a store and knowing that you could choose to have anything that you wanted in there. What has happened to your energy when I'm saying that? When you choose to walk in there and you could have anything you wanted, how expansive and powerful does that feel? Now, as soon as you feel that expansive, powerful energy, your energy opens up. It brings in opportunities. It brings in different ways for that reality to come to you. And this is why a queen mode, your queen archetype, that higher self within you, always chooses her reality. So now that you know the difference of those three words, want, need, and choose, which one have you been slipping into? Have you been slipping into, I want this to work. I hope this is going to work. Hope is another one. Hope just puts it outside of you. It's giving away your control, giving away your power. So are you constantly hoping and wanting something to work? Are you needing it to work? Because like I said last week, you're escaping something. You're moving away from something. So you need it to work desperately. Or are you choosing this reality? Are you choosing to align your thoughts, align your energy, and align your feelings to this new reality? And there is no other way other than what you choose. How powerful would that be? So where are you at the moment? Which one are you acting from? And then how are you going to start to reframe that so that you choose that better way? Now, what I started to do, I did say about need, and you'll have just enough as your baseline. So when I started to look into my queen energy, I started to look at what is just enough for me. Now, just enough for me is having those luxuries every single month, having amazing clothes to wear, traveling whenever I want. So things for me that are just enough means that I get my hair done every month. I get my nails done every month. I've now get my eyelashes done. There's different things that are baseline just enough. And that doesn't make me feel selfish. That doesn't make me feel indulgent. That is my baseline minimum I am allowing into my life. So the amount of money I bring in, it creates that reality. The amount of money I bring in allows me to travel. It allows me to buy and do the things that I want to do because I have set my just enough minimum at the highest that I want it to be. I haven't settled for bare minimum, scrapping, fighting for money like I used to. That used to be my just enough. That is no longer my story because I choose my highest timeline. So my bare minimum now is indulgent. My bare minimum is that amazing life where I have the money to choose what I want to do with it. And that is how I align my thoughts. I align my thoughts. So my bare minimum, my just enough is that is supreme premium what my life was like previous. That would have been major luxury for me. But what I did, I changed my mindset to be like, I am worthy of this. Why would that be a luxury Why would I want to scrape along the barrel? No, I get to choose how I live my life. And as soon as you realign your frequency, realign your thoughts and your mindset and your energy to that, and choose that, that is when everything starts to shift. I don't have to worry about where the money comes from for this. It's always there. It is always there because that is my bare minimum. Then what is your luxury? What is your choice? What is it that you choose to have in your life? That is where you can start to choose to have even more. And that is where you can choose to expand. So my life gets better and better all of the time. There's always more money to do even more expansive things. There's always more money to do all these amazing fun things. I never really have to say no. I never really have to say I can't afford that because I choose that lifestyle of where this money is abundant to me and I get to choose the options. I get to choose the reality that I want to live in. So how have you been doing it? Are you choosing? Are you wanting? Or are you needing? Because there are three very different things, very different energetically frequency-based options. And if you have been coming from want or need, you are selling yourself short. You really could be living your best life if you decide and choose to do it. As soon as you choose, you start to get yourself ready to receive. It isn't about waiting for the results and then going, oh, no, I might be doing this wrong. If you've chosen it, it's coming to you. You just need to get yourself, your energy, your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs into alignment. And that is the key. Are you doing the work on getting yourself into alignment, or are you trying to do the work externally to drag and draw things into your life to make things happen? That is where we go wrong. We're always constantly working. How can I make this happen? It's not how can you make this happen? How can you get into alignment so it already comes to you? It is never about how you make something happen. It's just about getting yourself ready to receive it. So if you are totally ready to receive and you are ready to step up and align and choose and step into your queen mode, make sure you come in and join Invisibility Queen, because that's where we're going to be expanding this energy. But for now, just focus on what have you been slipping into? How can you reset your level of just enough? How can you reset your language so that you are not constantly saying want or need, and you are actually deciding that you choose the reality you want to live? Let's get a Becoming Unstoppable card for this week and see what the message is that wants to come out to reinforce this powerful message. Oh, I love this one. I am enough just as I am. I am enough just as I am. Remember, this is not about changing you. This is not about changing or adding something to you. It's about allowing your thoughts that are already in there to start to form and align to where you need to be. This is not something that you need to add. It's just something you need to become more practiced in, because you are already enough. You were born enough. You are enough. So stop trying to delay what wants to come to you, because there is so much goodness available and you are enough just as you are. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I can't wait to catch you on next week's. Have the best week. Come and join Visibility Queen. Can't wait to see you in there. And just remember, you were always enough. You were born enough, and nothing will ever change that.